Welcome to the Teacher's Operational Training module. My name is Mercedes Carvajal and I'm your Program Director for the Contract Services here at Sylvan. I'm excited to have you on our team. You are now part of the ACET team and you have a support team of program managers to assist you with any questions along the training process and while teaching for Sylvan. We also have a satellite office located on Oakland Road in San Jose, as well as a direct phone number where you can reach us with any questions. In this module, you will find information about your training requirements, the Sylvan program on site, your role as a teacher, the employee paperwork, as well as recording your time online. Let's go over your training requirements. You should have received an email regarding your Sylvan U login information. This is an essential part of your training, and you will not be assigned a site until you complete your courses. This also certifies you as an ACET instructor. Please log into sylvanu.com, put in your login information, and you will have access to your online courses. The second step in your training is you must watch this video and a second video on YouTube. These are also part of your online training, and you will need to verify that you have completed them. The third step is completing the employee packet, which was also sent to you via email. You will need to turn in this completed packet at the Oakland Road office. Remember that you need to complete your fingerprinting and your TV clearance as well. Upon completing these 3 steps, you will be assigned a site and will need to pick up your luggage of materials at the Oakland Road office, unless your program manager gives you other instructions. Let's talk about our ACET program on site. Our students receive instruction in either reading or math, and we service students from kinder to 12th grade. We measure the growth of our students by offering a pre- and post-assessment. And we are happy to report that last year our students did awesome. We averaged a 0.7 growth, grade equivalency in reading, and a 1.4 grade equivalency in math. Our goal this year is to increase our averages. So as an ACET teacher, we ask that you make it your goal to improve a whole grade level during the length of your program for every single student. The hours of instruction in each program varies by district and school. Usually it's between 20 to 30 hours of instruction. Your attendance as an instructor is so important to the success of the students, and that is why we ask that you commit to the length of the program. Most of our sites do run after school hours. We will use your availability that you gave us during the application process as a guide to help us assign you a site that best fits your schedule. If your availability has changed, please notify us immediately. Your role as a teacher. Please refer to your teacher contract for more details. But let's highlight a few items for clarification. As a teacher, you are responsible for setting up your classroom before the ACET instruction begins. But remember that you must put back any furniture just the way it was. Also, please do not use any materials in the classroom as it is school property. If you must use something, please ask the classroom teacher in advance. You also might be asked to help us during the snack time distribution. Most of the time, the snacks are given at the beginning of instruction. So please assist your students in making sure that all trash goes into the garbage and that snack time does not become a distraction during instruction. Also, as a teacher, we ask that you take advantage of our motivational techniques that were given to you during your online module. Most importantly, the correctly use of the token system to positively influence the students has been found to make the program a lot more successful. Remember, students should receive an average of 14 to 20 tokens per hour. We will talk more about our token system in the next video. Remember to take attendance at the beginning of class. You will be asked to have your students sign in the monthly attendance sheet. This is very important because a lot of our districts ask that we provide a monthly attendance sheet. Remember to take attendance at the beginning of every class. Students must sign in the appropriate date. As an instructor, please remember to sign at the bottom of the monthly attendance sheet as well. These sheets will be collected monthly and need to be filled out correctly. You might also be asked to turn in your absences to your lead teacher or site coordinator so that they can contact the parents regarding the absences. As a teacher, you are also required to track the progress of your students. You will do this by using the student proficiency sheet. Let's look at how to fill out this form correctly. Make sure that you fill out your name as a teacher and your site name. Every student, you should write the name of your students on top and the dates. Please note that the proficiency sheet for math and reading are a little bit different. For math, you are asked to track the progress of your students every 2 lessons. For reading, you are asked to track the performance of your students every 3 lessons. Let's look at the reading progress. You assess your students in 3 sections: the word analysis, comprehension, and vocabulary. You must use the rubric of the numbers 1, 2, and 3. 1 being below basic, 2 being basic, and 3 proficient. For the math program, you assess your students also using the rubric, but only 1 number for the whole lesson. If you have any questions about filling out this form, please contact your lead teacher or site coordinator. We will be collecting this form the 2nd week of instruction and then monthly after that. This helps us so that we can produce the progress reports and inform parents and classroom teachers how the students are doing. Please also remember to start on time and end on time. This is so important because parents, a lot of times, are waiting for students. So remember to take the time and give students the time to count their tokens and rep things. While on campus, you are required to use a business casual dress code. That means no jeans, no sandals. Please wear your name tag at all times while on campus. This helps the school staff recognize that you're a Sylvan instructor. For my lead teachers and site coordinators, there will be more instructions and responsibilities given to you by your program manager. Procedures and employee paperwork. You should have received an employee packet via email, so let's review a couple of those documents to make sure you fill them out correctly. First, the teacher contract. In that sheet, you will find more information about your materials, compensation, and incentives. You will need to contact your lead teacher or site coordinator if you are sick or will be missing your session at least 4 hours prior to the start of your session. Please know that you are responsible for your ASA materials, and if you are unable to attend a session, you will need to bring the luggage to the school site or the Oakland Road office. We will help find a substitute for you for that day. Missing more than 2 sessions in a program is considered excessive, and we want to keep consistency for our students. Having the instructors there for every session really helps the students be more successful. The next sheet is the reporting suspected child abuse sheet. This is required by the law, and please read it thoroughly and sign at the bottom. Please note that if you suspect child abuse, you must notify the Child Protective Services within 36 hours. The next form is the Employee Code of Conduct. It is our expectation that all of our teachers act professional during, on-site, and at the office with coworkers, school staff, and students. Remember that students' information, including their name and workload, is confidential, and that all students must remain supervised at all times while on site. If your students are not picked up on time, please find your lead teacher or site coordinator and they will assist you until the parents pick the students up. The next form is the emergency contact information. Please provide an emergency contact. Our lead teachers and site coordinators will have this form on site in case there was any emergency while on campus. The employment agreement form, please read it carefully, and it has a final page called the compensation addendum. There, please write down your start date and your hourly compensation. The W-4 form needs to be completed. Please refer to the second page to calculate your allowances that you want to claim. Please don't forget to fill out the box number 5 and sign at the bottom. The form I-9 must be completed and please fill out the top portion. You must still show the original documents when submitting your paperwork. The office will take a copy of your Social Security card and your ID for our records. We do expect that all employees have direct deposit, so please provide a voided check. If you do not have checks, please ask your bank for a direct deposit sheet. We cannot take written bank account numbers. Also, you are responsible for completing your fingerprinting through LiveScan. A list of providers was emailed to you, and please be aware that you are responsible for paying the rolling fee, which would vary between $20 to $30. Current school employees, you do not need to retake this, but we will confirm your employment with the district. All employees must also provide their tuberculosis clearance. You can give us a copy via email, fax it, or drop it in the office. If you're taking this test in the last 12 months, you do not need to retake it. Finally, your acknowledgement of the receipt of the employee handbook must be signed. In the employee handbook, which was given to you in PDF format, you will find more information about the company and the company's policies. Any questions about filling out any of these forms, please don't hesitate to call our office. Let's move on to payroll now. As a reminder, our pay dates are the 15th of the month and the last day of the month. This covers the pay period of the 11th to the 25th and the 26th to the 10th. We ask that you log in your hours daily, but all hours must be in by the end of the day on the 10th and on the 25th of the month. If you fail to log in your hours, you will not be paid for those hours until the following pay period. You should have received your login information on how to log in your hours online. Remember, you go to www.trackmyhours.com/secure. Log in with your login ID and password, and then click on Hours on the top left corner to record the hours. Click on the date and select the date you wish to enter the hours for. You must enter a date, a start and end date for your session. Also, select the school that you worked on. Remember, always to leave the billable check mark on. Press the update button and your hours will be recorded. Any questions you have regarding how to log in your hours, please contact our office or email us at sylvan.acid sbcglobal.net. In conclusion, you should have received more information about your training requirements, the Sylvan program, your role as a teacher, how to fill out the employee paperwork, and how to record your time online. We hope that this information was valuable and that it gives you the tools you need to be an excellent teacher at with our Sylvan students. There is one more step you need to do to finalize this training. Please email your program manager with the word achievement. This email will be our verification that you've watched this video. Again, email your program manager with the word achievement. This will verify that you've completed this video. Any questions? Please don't hesitate to contact us.